Ahead, the gadget which young people can't stand to be near. But first, have you gone back to work after the Christmas holidays, a little rusty with your job and maybe even your life? Well, how about a tree change for 2008? Several towns about 2 hours out of Perth are crying out for workers to fill more than 300 jobs. And Greg Ross comes from the wheatbelt towns and is travelling around the country trying to fill the positions on a good job search. Good morning to you, Greg. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, and thank you very much for having us.
Well, you're after a lot of people, aren't you? So 300 jobs going.
That's 300 straight away we could place, and long term.
Immediately. So if someone turned up this afternoon, they can start work tomorrow.
If somebody wants to ring me, yes. If somebody wants to ring me after this program, I can help them. Now, that's everything from the usual doctors and nurses, which we're always short of. A great one to take is locomotive train drivers. We need 50 of those straight away.
50 train drivers?
And they will train them. This is ARG Group will train them.
Yep.
I can place a flying instructor straight away. And two part-time ones. Well, I'm talking full-time jobs. And then
why? Why do you have such a need for such a diverse range?
We've been affected by the mining boom, just like everybody else. It's taken our workers away from us, whether it be truck drivers, machinery drivers, all that sort of. They've all gone following the big dollars at the mines. So we're coming in from a different perspective as lifestyle. We can't offer the money that mining companies can offer. We just can't do that. But we can offer for families a gorgeous lifestyle. Great schools. The sort of things where your kids can play in the street quite safely.
So describe to me where the jobs are, the towns, do a little bit of a sell. If anyone's at home going,
OK, I call it a grain change, because I'm one of those. I came from the big smoke from Perth, if a Sydney person could accept it as the big smoke. Within the 200 to 230k radius of Perth, in what we call the central wheat belt. OK, so a 2.5 to 3 hour drive to Perth at the most, if you want to go down to the city.
Pretty?
Yes, the big, yes, they are.
OK.
Yes, but you've got to appreciate the open spaces, etc. If you really are into gorgeous forest, etc., then it's not going to be you.
And it's wide open countryside.
Wide open country, clean air. Yep. Just a freshness to it all. That's lovely. Now, at this time of the year, you do need air conditioners. Make no mistake. My office rang me yesterday. It was 38 degrees or something insane. But air conditioning fixes it all, you know.
Yep.
And we've all got Olympic-sized swimming pools, all that sort of thing. So just think of quiet, small communities within 2.5 hours of a capital city, all crying out for workers of all sorts.
And affordable housing?
Well, look, you could build a brand new 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with land for less than $250,000 in any one of these houses. You can buy a reasonable, nice house, 25 to 30 years old, for less than 200, probably 150, 170, and you can rent for 110 to 200 a week.
Great. So everybody that's struggling, you know, in cities and interest rates going up and mortgages are crippling and all those other factors,
here is an alternative.
Could be the lifestyle.
With great education, come to us, please. We need you now.
Well, there you go, Greg. Good luck with that. Couple of hours to Perth, couple of hours obviously then to Margaret River. That sounds fantastic.
It's actually 4 hours to Mark. Speaking of that, may I just give you just a little donation each from Margaret River? There we go.
I was wondering why you were talking about this subject. Now I know, Melissa.
Didn't know, but that's okay.
Now, I don't know whether we can mention brand names, but there it is, direct from the Homes of Court family from Vass Felix. We're big supporters of it.
Tremendous.
There we go.
Tremendous.
Koshi doesn't drink, so I'll just hang on to it. Greg, thank you so much.
Look,
good luck. If we get emails, I'll forward them on and let us know how you go. Get back to us and let us know if you've filled all 300 jobs.
We will, and look, we really appreciate the opportunity.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Peter.
Thanks for coming in.
Okay.
It is amazing over there. When we're over for the Perth Telethon in October, can you get your mind back on the topic? Downstairs in the hotel, we're having a drink at the bar during the telethon. This young bloke came up. He was, I think, an electrician and was from Sydney. He'd moved to WA 2 years beforehand for triple the salary.
Yeah.
He said it was the best thing he'd ever done.
And don't forget then, if cost of living is cheaper, then what a great lifestyle.
Sure is.
Fantastic. Nat's gone already.
She's gone home. 21 minutes past 7 coming up this hour. Some words of wisdom from none other than, or mumbles of wisdom, from none other than Ozzy Osbourne.